Welcome to the Whiskey Vault.
I'm Daniel.
I am Rex. This
We're
is
drinking a gift from George Akagi.
Gordon.
Or Gordon, that's
Don't worry, Gordon, I got you back.
Sorry.
Gordon Akagi, you magnificent bastard.
Fight.
I also cleaned up the last name. I'm pretty sure it's Akagi, not Akagi.
Akagi? I'm going Akagi.
You go George Akagi.
I'm going like Phil Kagi.
You go George.
Or, I don't know.
Thanks for the whiskey.
Yeah.
George Gordon.
George Gordon Akagi. I don't know where George came from.
Yeah, I have not seen this bottle.
No, this is Lexington.
New one. Good
so
on you.
remember when we reviewed the Sam Houston American whiskey? Where
Yes.
It was like something. This is the same company that makes this one.
Okay.
Now it's a little. I mean, everything you read about this is just them saying we're trying to create the classic Kentucky bourbon, and we're heralding the classic Kentucky notes, and there's nothing about the whiskey at all.
Just forging new ground.
Yes.
Pioneers.
Yes, it's painful to read.
Well, painful. It's not.
It unabashedly emphasizes sweet and vanilla notes without any of the nuance expected from the more top-shelf bourbon varieties. That was a quote from
any
Whiskey Wash.
Oh,
someone who reviewed
I
it.
thought this was their label.
No. I thought that's my favorite.
So you want
line ever.
nuance, man. You want. Come on. So we're in traditional bourbon territory there. I'm in not.
It really is super musty candy.
Yeah, that dusty corn and brown sugar.
Very sweet on the nose.
And there's that mustiness, though. So I'm going to double down on musty.
Very much so.
Yeah. It's almost a mustiness that you get from some of the mustier Irish whiskeys.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that's it's like water and vanilla. 43% though. Doesn't taste like it, does it?
It has more of a barrel tannic ding on the finish than I was expecting.
I'm not getting that yet. Hang on.
Yeah. Goes right up to a barrel tannic, little almost bitter, not quite bitter finish, and then it just fades off.
Oh, okay, there it is.
And then it fades off.
If you really aggressively spread it over your tongue, there's a little bit of bitterness. Mm-hmm. And that bitterness doesn't go away, by the way. If you really spread over your tongue, that's the lingering profile.
So this is going to be kind of thin.
Still coated in sugar.
Kind of thin, and a sweet, simple bourbon. The thing that keeps it from being completely, completely predictable is that little barrel ding leading up to the finish. Mm-hmm. There's a little bit, it swells up to a little bit of a tannic element, but it's that brown sugar, some thinned out honey, some apple, not getting cherry, which you often get in the bourbons, and yeah, that's just it's okay. It's not amazing. I'm not reaching for it. It's not bad. Just kind of it's just a solid presentation of
meh. Yeah, that's the best description of it. Meh.
All right.
It's not offensive or anything.
Here's to fighting Steve.
Yeah. Let's read some comments, I guess.
Yeah. Well, you can say words.
You can get this everywhere.
Did you just agree completely, thoroughly, totally with my notes?
You just keep talking. I'm just letting it happen.
Did I win the vault? Seeing as how I have officially dominated this territory, I have planted my flag, I have pitched my tent,
I don't want to talk about pitched tents.
and I am ready, after conquering this land, to venture off into brave new worlds and conquer those as well. Daniel,
we claim this land for England.
I suggest,
You can't claim us. There's 100 million of us.
now that I have won and conquered this vault,
But do you have a flag?
someday in the near future, I suggest we move on to an entirely new vault
Yes.
that I shall once again
We
attempt
shall
to conquer.
Also conquer with the cunning use of flags.
Yes, but do you have a flag? A flag? Tell the people. Tell the people. You can't just
That's
giggle
Eddie
it.
Izzard.
You can't just giggle at inside jokes.
That's Eddie Izzard.
Is it Eddie Izzard?
It is Eddie Izzard.
Do we know price point on this? This would be
20s, like $20-ish dollars.
Okay, so fair enough.
20s.
I would expect this to be at near, below, potentially 20s. That's going to be where the comparables are.
Yeah,
Like
here,
this right
try
here.
another one that's kind of a budget line.
Yeah.
Is Old Bardstown.
Oh, yeah. Now is this the Willet?
Yeah.
Oh. See how I locked it into my iron-clad memory because we did this last week, I think.
Yeah, because it was a little more relatively recent.
Yeah, comparatively.
See, that's the whole.
There's just so much.
There's so much more going on with
Yeah.
this. Now, this isn't budget necessarily, but it's not.
Although, there's almost like.
There's a whole coffee note in there now.
Okay, we got E.C. Smedley wrote, Danielle and Rex, do you have a distillery cat yet?
Do we need a distillery cat? There's not a lot of room for a distillery cat.
Hold on. Emma works at the distillery.
Yeah, she has a crazy cat.
Emma technically owns a mammal that has been categorized as a cat.
A feline.
Technically. Behaviorally, this thing is...
Demon.
It's like a feral, demented squirrel. It will bite and claw, and it's... So, in the traditional sense, no.
Yeah.
In the technical sense, there's an animal around, but it doesn't leave its lair.
Yeah, the problem with having a cat out
Lest
here
it claw your face off.
is there's not a lot of room in these buildings right now because we're small. So it'll be trapped in this tiny little space. And if we let it go outside, it'll be eaten by coyotes in like 2 hours.
Or mountain lions.
Or a mountain lion.
Is that cannibalism?
It never occurred to me.
Cindy Hogue Karen wrote, recent conversation with the hubby. Do you realize we have 4 different Ardbegs? And the husband says, yep.
Yep.
And she goes, Colt much? The husband goes, yep.
Yep.
And then she goes, you still want that when we saw it, don't you? And the husband goes, of course.
Of course. Welcome to the whiskey journey.
Yeah.
Phil, I saw this link earlier from somebody who's a bass player, and it was the shot with the guys from the Goodfellas laughing, and above it says, when you come home with the new bass and your ask wives what you're going to do with the old one. So what are you going to sell the old one?
Yeah.
And you're like, that's a good one.
Okay, at that price point, there are other comparables that you're probably going to like better.
Yeah.
Not horrible, just a little underwhelming.
Meh.
Yeah.
A big fat meh.
It's just solid. You know what, though? It is a rock-solid presentation
Of meh.
of meh. Here's dividing, stealing, and drinking.
If you fight me, I fight for a friend.
Steal may you steal a lover's heart.
And if you drink, may you drink with us.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with us in the Whiskey Vault. Don't forget to throw in a like, hit that subscribe button on the bottom right, and drop a question or comment down below.